Hey guys, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds. If you didn't know, I work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. At a job I used to love and cared about very much, and now it is an absolute hellish nightmare every day. And I am in pain, and I'm really tired, but hi, we're gonna do this because I want to look into this. I'm excited about it. But I've been getting tweets about this. I've been getting DMs about this. I've been getting comments about it, and I'm like, no, and I keep meaning to talk about it. I don't know if this is a real trailer or not, but yeah, no, subscribe if you haven't already. And then we're small, but we're awesome. We have fun over here. We all like stuff. What else? Yeah, like it, dislike it. It really helps me out a lot. But yeah, Twister 2. Is it just called Twister 2? Is it a series? Is it a movie? I think it's on HBO. I kind of didn't think this was real until everybody was like, no, go look. And now we're looking at things together, essentially. Foremost, is that Carson Daly? Or am I totally just crazy right now and just got off work and I'm nuts? But, there was always a rumor that they were going to do a Twister 2. I don't know how I feel about that, but I mean, I get it. Like, people pass, but there's no Philip Seymour Hoffman. Like, rest in peace. Bill Paxton, rest in peace. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And then it's like, I was geeked when people were tweeting me, and like I said, people kept saying your thoughts on it. So I was like, oh, so there must not be a trailer for it. So that's why we have this dingus on our screen right now, and we're gonna hear what's going on. I think it's on HBO. And then I think I'm gonna look up a couple articles or try to find some information. But either way, sentient storms out to get people. I'm here for it. Do you guys remember when we went through that phase? Like, Twister wasn't really like that. Twister was like them scientifically trying to do something, but it kind of also was like sentient a bit. I don't know. But yeah, I also can't think straight because, like I said, my job is literally killing me. And it's not even the hard labor. Like, the hard labor I'm used to. It's the having 6 grown adult men gang up on you, telling you what a piece of trash you are, even though you just got your 4th award for being a great employee. I don't know, but it's just like, I can't take it anymore. But either way, sentient storms attacking people in movies. We got away from that. Remember Night of the Twister? All I know is that somebody got hit in the head real bad with a a trash can lid in that, and they got real jacked up. I remember that in Night of the Twister. But for a minute, I don't know if you're not old enough to remember, yeah, we were kind of into, like, storms attacking. I don't know how to put it, but not attacking because they're storms, but at the same time, it was like they were set up in a way to come off that way. But either way, let's hear what I think is Carson Daly is saying.
Next up, Twister. This must have been your favorite movie of all time. 1996, the storm-chasing nail-biter.
Oh, sequel, yeah, so such a jam. My cousin's a meteorologist. Maybe she'll come on and talk about it. Okay, we don't need this long of a clip. We all love Twister and have seen it. Or just use that scene. That's iconic.
I'd never seen a movie in 1996 with those effects.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, Spielberg went to Industrial Light and Magic and the effects company in the early 90s. Like, can you guys make a virtual tornado?
Yeah, can you guys talk about, like, an actual subject? Is this it?
Like now,
like,
good news, fans of that. There's a sequel coming out.
Okay, let's pause really quick. What I always hate when the news does that. Well, I get it. They're like having their fun little segment, but it's like, oh yeah, no, let's talk for a minute and a half about this. I mean, who am I? I'm just talking for a minute about my job.
It's in the works. The original hit was released 26 years ago. Helen Hunt, the late great Bill Paxton, their storm chasers in Oklahoma.
Oh God, is it going to be their kid?
Movie releases of that year. So no confirmation yet on what the new film looks like, but we're all going to watch it. Twister is geared to start production in the spring.
Oh, so production hasn't even started. Okay. That's why people were asking my thoughts on it. Okay, so we went over to Variety. Let's check this article out together. Twister sequel set summer 2024 release date. This movie really was iconic. Twisters, a sequel to the 1996 disaster epic Twister, will it better not be their kid. Let it just be Helen Hunt getting revenge on the tornado. No, I'm just kidding. But like, don't shove a kid in this. Will wreak havoc on movie theaters in this. Oh, it's going to theaters. In the summer of 2024, Universal, which is backing the film set Twisters to release theatrically on July 19th, 2024. On its current release date, Twisters will open on the big screen alongside Paramount's Transformers: A New Generation, and 1 week ahead of Marvel's Thunderbolts. I think Thunderbolts will be pretty good. Honestly, I'm kind of more excited for that than other things, because I'm like, wow, finally, something different. Not that I hate Marvel. I love Marvel. You guys know this. And I'm tired. Lee Isaac Chung, who steered Minari to several Oscar nominations, is directing Twisters. The screenplay will be written by Mark L. Smith, who co-wrote filmmaker Alejandro G. I'm going to butcher that. Academy Award-winning The Revenant, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. So this is a thing. This is going down. So this is why people are asking me my thoughts on it. I'm all for sentient storms attacking. I just hope they don't make it a kid, and they make it more like, do you want to know what I appreciate? Like, older women getting like their own movies, and like, even however you feel about the new Halloweens, like Jamie Lee Curtis is a boss. She's a G. I love her. Christmas with the Cranks is an underrated Christmas movie, by the way. I should have reviewed that, but the holidays were hard enough. But either way, I'm all for it. I'm all for tornado chasing / sentient storms making a comeback in movies. What was the one with the boat? A Perfect Storm? Like I said, if you're not old enough to know this, like, yeah, we went through a time of storm movies attacking, kind of. But Twister was different. It was revolutionary for, it's like, okay, if you're young, it's like the Avatar. You know what I mean? Like, there are things that, like, again, James Cameron, like T2, Twister, like, those effects and that technology changed cinema. So, it is a big deal. But yeah, that was a big deal for it to do. Not only that, Twister is a jam. But I hope they make it kind of like, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to say like Halloween, but I kind of hope they make it just like Helen Hunt is like, I'm alone on the road, here I go, like I lost my crew, but it's super sad because she actually really did. And I just hope they're not like, oh look, they had a kid, and the kid, it doesn't like storms, and then they learn to love them. Excuse me. But yeah, Twister, it's a jam. If you haven't watched Twister, do you guys want to review Twister? Because apparently I can't. I promised to watch The Dark Tower with you guys, and that didn't work out. I tried a bunch of times, but yeah, I mean, we can try with Twister. I wouldn't mind. I haven't watched Twister in probably over a decade. Crichton did this too? Michael Crichton is Jurassic Park, Jaws, Westworld. He's very much like, can we play God? Should we play God? Should we use science to play God? Like, he's really into that whole bit, which I don't mind. I'm all for it. But that was like the fun part about Twister, was it was this like underdog team going out and getting them, and we had a tornado form right in front of my cabin, and like I think that's what made my cousin want to go into meteorology. And like I said, maybe she'll want to come on and actually talk about Twister, and we can review it and talk about it. That'd be funny, because like I said, this is what she wants to chase tornadoes, like, and she went to school for it. She's literally a meteorologist. But yeah, she's all about tornadoes though. And it was like this underdog team getting their project done, and you know, and it was just this fun underdog story with science, and Twister's great. And yeah, there's flying cows, and it's like funny and action-packed and good. But yeah, if they make Twisters, the thing with, like, I didn't mind it as much with like Bad Boys, and I stand by this. Martin, we need to have a Martin Lawrence comeback, a Sinbad comeback. There's a few people that I brought up on the channel that I'm like, why don't they have comebacks? But Martin Lawrence, genuinely, really dramatic acting, and like well done in the last Bad Boys movie that came out like during the pandemic and everything. So I'm like, one, we need Martin Lawrence to make a comeback. But where they had, like, spoilers for that, we're shoving in Will Smith's son, and then what else did that? Something else did that too, where they're like, and it's their kid, and it's a thing. So I'm just like, don't do that, because the difference here is Bill Paxton is passed away. Philip Seymour Hoffman passed away. Like, these people aren't not in the production. They are gone. They passed away, and so it's like, I feel like this should be handled a bit more delicately, and I just hope they don't go for that they had a kid, and like I said, either have them be like, I love storms, or like, Mom, storms are dumb, or Grandma, storms are dumb, or something along those lines, and then by the end of it, they like it. I hope they don't do that. I hope it's Helen Hunt just kicking ass and taking names and chasing tornadoes. I think that'd be sick. But yeah, no, now I understand, because like I said, if more and more people were talking about it, so because comment below anything, it helps me out a lot. Oh, shout out to Native Made. They're on Instagram. They do edibles and things like that, but I don't like edibles like that. I normally it's just to go to sleep, but it can be too intense for me, and this, just like a piece of this was just enough for me to be like, okay, I can relax my brain and go to sleep, and I have trouble falling asleep. So yeah, I wanted to give them a little shout out. Native Made, and they're from here, so if you're from here, check them out. But yeah, why? Let's get back to sentient storms. No, Twister didn't have sentient storms, but you guys know what I'm talking. If you were there, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, you just know. But yeah, I'm Abby with Motor City Nerds, and now I'm understanding why people want me to talk about this, because there is a lot of information about this. I just was like, how come nobody's saying, like, there's a trailer or anything like that? But let's all get geeked for Twisters. Are we not excited for Twisters? It depends on how they handle it, because like I said, if they go one route, it could come off like you didn't handle this legacy well. But if you go about it smart, and like I said, I'm just thinking of Halloween Jamie Lee Curtis vibes, like, yeah, just let Helen Hunt do her thing solo, and how that's a struggle for her, because she used to work with a team, and they're gone now, and that's sad, and I'm excited for this. I'm excited for Twisters. This is gonna be cool. And do you want to know what? I'm gonna look up, I think Night of the Twister was like a TV movie, so if you know what I'm talking about, yeah, comment below of all the sentient storm movies and or just storm movies that were just being thrown at us back in the 90s, early 2000s, and then they kind of made a comeback with like Day After Tomorrow, but that was more of like the end of the world. We started hitting a big end of the world thing, but my whole life was end of the world. Y2K, and then the Twin Towers, like all these things kept happening when I was a small child that I never thought I'd make it to adulthood, and then we made it, and it's like, this is the worst. But yeah, Twisters, yay or nay? Should they? Do you guys think it's disrespectful to go without the people we lost, or do you think it would be cool to see Helen Hunt on her own chasing tornadoes? I'm Abby, Motor City Nerds. Oh my god, my mom got me this Appa for Christmas, and his head moves, his mouth opens and closes, and I think his tail moves a little bit, but I love him. But yeah, subscribe, comment, share. It really helps me out a lot. I'm sorry, I'm so tired and so stressed out. But I'm geeked for this now. Like, the more I think, now that I have, like, ideas churning, we can have a whole Twisters day if you guys want. But there are very few things that I get, like, asked about on every platform. This was one of them, and I was like, oh my god, I keep meaning to do that. So I was like, let's do a quick little thing. But yeah, let me know what you think. I'm on OF, only I can't say it. I'm on Instagram. If you join the Facebook page, that really helps me out. It's all down in the thing below, or a comment or something, I don't know. But yeah, Twisters, storms, movies from back in the day getting hit with trash can lids.